There are a few things that I do to my black bean burger to make sure it is not crumbly, it is not dry, and it is amazingly delicious. The first thing you need to do is drain and rinse your black beans very, very well. Rinse them gently so they don't break up or tear up in water, but definitely make sure they're rinsed and drained. Next thing we're going to do, you need to get these black beans dried out some. My baking tray, I have some paper towels, and I'm going to spread these black beans all over these paper towels. Once you have your black beans on your paper towels, go ahead and spread them out. Then we're going to take more paper towels and pat them dry on the top. But please pat them gently. We're not trying to mash them or anything like that. Just take some paper towels, put them on top, and gently press down just to get some of that water off of them, okay? Let's preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to actually pat these dry, then we're going to put them in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, just until they start to get a little bit dry, okay? After you've patted them dry, we're going to go ahead and we are going to turn them over onto the actual baking tray, all right? With nothing on it, removing the paper towels from underneath. Now spread them out all over your baking tray, making sure that they are in a single layer and not crowded. Once your beans are dried out, they should look like this. Now we're going to let them cool slightly and saute our veggies. We're going to add in our onion. I have red and green bell pepper and garlic. We're going to saute this just until our veggies are starting to get nice and tender. Okay, once your onions, bell peppers, and garlic become soft and start to get a little bit of color on them, then you want to remove them from the stove. And this next step is crucial. First, make sure that your onions, green bell peppers have cooled slightly. And then we're going to go in with a paper towel and you want to blot them, getting any extra moisture off of them that you can, okay? Don't skip the steps of drying the beans. Don't skip the step of blotting the veggies. Stir them around, blot some more. Now we are using our food processor and we're putting in all of our onions, green bell peppers, and garlic. And if you don't have a food processor, you can absolutely do this by hand. You'll need a potato masher, a fork, and a little bit of extra time. Okay, I'm gonna kind of spread that around. We are also adding in some feta cheese. These are your flavor profiles that we're adding in. I am using barbecue sauce. You can use ketchup or mayo. I just like the smoky flavor that it brings to the table. We are going to be adding in 2 eggs. This I am adding in is beef tallow. Not only is it going to bring in another amazing flavor, it is also going to provide moisture to the black bean burger. Worcestershire sauce, cumin, and I am using some of my Pam's Prep all-purpose seasoning. Okay, now we are going to pulse this a few times so that we can get everything incorporated. Quick note, storming here, and I lost power. When I lost power, I was in the midst of pulsing the green peppers, onions, and all the seasonings together. When the power came back on, I forgot to hit record. So I had pulsed that. After I pulsed that, we added in panko breadcrumbs, and we added in about 3/4 of the total amount of black beans that we had. And we pulsed that. Just pulse it 2 or 3 times just until you can see it's incorporated. Then I went in and I added the remainder of the black beans, and this is the end result after you have pulsed everything. I do apologize. The full recipe with instructions will be on my website, pamspreps.com. So we're going to pick up from here. Hopefully I won't lose power anymore. But I'm telling you something, I was not about to scrap this video, okay? So it is what it is. So the essence of pulsing it and not just putting it in there and running it is because you're trying to work towards the texture of ground beef. Now, your oven should still be on. Make sure you turn it up to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And I like to put just a tad bit of olive oil. You can use butter or whatever if you don't use spray oils on my hands because it helps when it comes to actually forming and making the patties. Just a little bit. It helps it not stick so much. Now, if you want to use a measuring cup, probably about 1/2 cup per burger. For me, I am just going to grab some out of here and I am going to eyeball it, okay? But you can make your burgers the size that you would like to have them. Just don't make them too thin or they will be dry. And you're putting them on a parchment paper lined baking tray, okay? Keep in mind, they are not going to shrink up like ground beef burgers would. So whatever size buns you have, you know, if you're making sliders or something, you kind of want to make them to match up to your bread as well. Okay, so this is what they should look like. Now we are going in our oven for 10 minutes. Then we're going to flip them for an additional 10 minutes. And then we'll be back. So now at the halfway mark, we want to go in and turn them over. Okay? They should come up easy like that and just flip it over. Make sure you flip them all. Okay, while our black beans are finishing up, we are going to toast our buns. I'm putting a little olive oil in my skillet, along with a couple of pats of butter. You want to have that texture going on. toasting your buns is going to give you that nice crispy edge on the bread. We'll let these cook. Taking our buns out, nice and toasted. Ooh, look at that. That's what you want, that crispiness in there. Now, I'm going to go into the same skillet with a little bit more butter and a little bit more olive oil. I'm going to quickly flash my purple onions. Not much at all. Just making them a little bit limp to fit on the burgers a little bit better. Now, you can put whatever toppings you want on the burger. I like traditional toppings on mine. And we'll build it up in just a few minutes. Put some cheese on the ones I'm going to actually have today, but this is what they should look like when they come out of the oven. Okay, as I mentioned, you can build your black bean burger any way you want. I actually like traditional toppings on mine. So the first thing I'm going to go down with is some mayo. Now this is avocado oil mayo, and it just has a few ingredients in there. So this is my favorite go-to new mayo, and it is absolutely amazingly delicious. May or may not want the toppings that I put on mine, but this is what I like on mine. So feel free to fix yours any way you want, okay? And now, yes, I'm adding a little mustard. Now I'm gonna go in with my lettuce. I like just the leafy part of the lettuce. Smaller pieces are great. And I also like to build my burger, I don't know, traditionally. I see a lot of people putting their tomatoes and things on the bottom, and yes, they may not slide that way, but I like mine on the top. So let me grab the burger. Okay, so we're gonna put my burger on here. Cheese in the front there. Okay, adding a tomato. And yes, I am even going in with some pickles. I love pickles, lots of pickles, and I don't have the spears, so we're using and these are dill. I do not like sweet pickles at all. And yes, I'm putting a lot on there. But guess what, guys? This is my burger. And yes, that many pickles. And now, top it off with our onion. And I am, those of you all who know me know, I am an onion fanatic. I can eat onions on anything. And then top her off. Oh my goodness. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my goodness. Whoo. Let me bring y'all up close so we can cut into this amazing burger. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today here in my kitchen. If you are not subscribed to the channel, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Oh my goodness. Help me get to 1.5 million subscribers. My returning subscribers, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And channel members, people who are part of Pam's Pantry, Thank you so much for your loyal, faithful support. Ooh, oh my goodness. Don't forget to check out my other channels, Pam's POV, Pam's Pop-Ups, and At the Scaredy Cat Gardener. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ooh, oh my goodness. Ooh. Cut it right down the middle here. Sure, I got my lettuce cut, my bun cut. Oh my goodness, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Oh my goodness, onions falling out. Look at that. It's not falling apart. Oh, looks like ground beef. Ooh, oh my goodness. Let me cut me off a little piece. And yes, I have to cut my hamburgers because I can't bite in the front. So, ooh-wee. I want a little bit of everything on this bite. Gotta have some onion. Gotta have some onion. Oh my goodness. There we go. A little bit of everything on here. Look at that. Oh man. The texture is amazing. Y'all see it's not falling apart, right? Okay. So I'm gonna show you this. See where I cut off a little piece? It ain't falling apart. And it's not dry either. Oh my goodness. Now you all know I'm a meat eater, okay? I eat it all. But this right here, satisfied. Satisfied. I don't need a ground beef. I don't need a turkey. This black bean burger, I'm telling you, if you make it and follow exactly what I did, with the exception of the part that didn't record, your black bean burger will be your new go-to burger, meat eater or not, okay? So I'm getting ready to go throw me some fries on, and I'm getting ready to go have me a black bean burger and fries. Oh, sookie now. I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.